We have more information, more education, more resources available to us now than ever before in history. And because of that, we don't have to go into our golden years, our quote unquote golden years, and spend what maybe the last couple of years of our life playing shuffleboard at the retirement home or riding around Walmart in a wheelchair because we're unable to function anymore. We just don't have to do that. You know, out of 100 people that want to get themselves in shape, 50 of them probably won't even start. Out of the other 50, 45 of them will just quit. And they'll quit because they didn't transform themselves completely in the first 30 days or the first week. They just didn't see instant results. You know, one of the great benefits of having owned a gym was I got to observe people either make progress or not make progress, and I also got to observe how they made progress, what really happened. One of my really interesting observations was that, well, I think we all know that muscles don't grow overnight, and they also don't atrophy overnight. So, I mean, it takes time. But when I watched people who are really motivated, really dedicated to doing the workouts, their progress, they made a lot of progress in the weights that they could lift. And I think in the first 30 to 60 days, they make a lot of progress just because their mind and muscles got in tune with each other. They were learning how to get better at the actual movement. Not necessarily that they were getting stronger and bigger, it's that they were just getting better at doing the movement. So the first part of getting in shape is just getting your body accustomed to doing something that it hasn't done in the past. That progress really isn't something that they can see every day, but that little bit of progress builds on itself. It's just like compound interest. Day in and day out, you get better and better and better. And you know, 6 months down the road, if you took a picture when you first started, took a picture 6 months down the road, or if you wrote down how much weight you were lifting in a particular lift, or how many reps you were doing, or how long you were able to continue a certain activity, 6 months down the road, you take that measurement, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see that progress. If you think about it in terms of a bank account even, if you think about it in terms of a bank account, you know, if you put $1 in your savings account today, it's not gonna be very exciting. You're not gonna, I mean, it's really not gonna do much for you. But if you keep doing that every day, in 10 years, how many dollars, you're gonna have some money in there, you know, you're gonna have put a lot of deposits into your bank. Same thing with your health. It's just a bank. You're putting deposits in there and they pay off with interest. I can look at my own fitness journey and say that, man, I let myself get in terrible shape, and it was very hard to start working out again. But I did start working out, and it was an everyday activity. I had to do something. And you know, you just don't see anything happen from one day to the next. I mean, from one day to the next, you look just the same. You see yourself every day, so you don't see those daily changes. But you know what's also true is that if you don't work out, if you don't do anything to change your health and fitness, you won't notice that the next day either. You get up tomorrow, you feel like, hell, I'm okay. I look the same as I did yesterday, so why should I put in the effort? Kind of like every time you look at a rich person, even if they're self-made, you think, oh, it's easy for them. They started off, they already have money, they can get rich. But the same thing with somebody who's in shape. You look at them and say, well, you know, it's easy for them to work out because look how good a shape they're in. Well, they started somewhere. Now, getting back to the numbers, we started off with 100 people, 50 of them just never even started, and then 45 or 95% of the ones who did start quit, either because they didn't see instant results or because it was too hard. Let's talk about the too hard. Getting in shape is hard. It's difficult. It takes work, it takes effort. But being out of shape is also hard. To just moving around, functioning in daily life when you're in terrible physical condition, it's difficult. Either either one of those choices is hard. It's a hard choice. You know what? It's a choice. You get to choose your hard. At the end of one of those choices is regret. At the end of the other choice is success, and maybe things get a lot easier. So you can choose your hard. The point is, everyone wants to be successful. You have to make a choice. You can be part of the 95% who either didn't start or quit because it was too hard, or you can be part of the 5% who actually do succeed. If you decide to be part of the 95%, I hope you work on your shuffleboard skills. So the point of all this is that unless you're planning on being dead in the next 10 years, those 10 years are going to pass either way. You're going to get up every morning and you're going to make a choice about your health and fitness. So if we were talking about your bank account, over the course of those 10 years, and you continue to make deposits in there, you would continue to see over those 10 years more and more resources that would enable you to live your life better. Your health is no different. If you'll commit to the activities, if you'll commit to putting in the deposits, to doing the exercise, to being cautious with your diet, if you'll commit to those things over the next 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, whatever it is, you're going to continue to see more and more resources in your health bank that allow you to live a better and fuller life and more active, be able to enjoy more things, and life will actually be a lot easier. Even though choosing the other hard is easier initially, it's easier in the short term, it's not easier in the long term. And the choices that you make every day are going to affect how tomorrow looks, and how 5 years down the road looks, and how 10 years down the road looks, what you're able to do. The choices that you make are going to determine whether you're going to be the one playing shuffleboard, or whether you're going to have the opportunity, and not just the opportunity, but have the ability to go for a walk with your children, go for a hike with your grandchildren, but who knows, maybe even go for a hike with your great-grandchildren. The choice is yours. Choose your hard. Thanks for watching.